Right, so we got some breaking news. Chris Smoot, shout out to Chris Smoot. Myles Turner signed with the Bucks, and they waived Damian Lillard. They said, "Get out of here." Get well soon, Dame.
Didn't take long in free agency
Dude,
to see some
Myles Turner's
fireworks.
a savage, bro. He went to the down.
Myles Turner.
He went to the ops. Ain't the Pacers and Bucks rivals, bro? He went straight to the ops.
From the Indiana
It's
Pacers.
like Saquon joined the Eagles, bro.
He was just in the NBA Finals, played a 7-game series.
That's the NFL equivalent
He's
to it.
going to leave the Pacers and join the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 4-year deal, $107 million. And in order for the Bucks to do this, they're going to waive Damian Lillard. Wow, they're going to waive and stretch to create the room to acquire Myles Turner. Damian Lillard still has $113 million left on his contract. I don't think I've ever seen a team stretch and waive somebody with a contract of that size. That is ridiculous. And Myles Turner, he told the Pacers that he wanted to stay. He did not want to leave, but they wouldn't get the deal done. They didn't want to give him the money.
Right through you.
They don't want to have to pay that heavy tax. We're seeing a lot of NBA teams, they're trying to avoid that tax, that second apron, the first apron. They don't want to be under any apron. And that has created some very shocking moves already. Like the Celtics, they got rid of 2 of their players. Easy work. They did it really fast, and they may not be done. This is a very important offseason for Giannis. They want to be able to keep him. They don't want him leaving. So let's hear from Bucks fans. Are you excited about
where Russ is going to go? Russ a free agent.
Lillard getting Myles Turner.
So Russ go to the Hawks? He should go to a team like the Hawks, bro.
And for the Pacers,
they need that nasty mentality, bro.
They basically lost Myles Turner.
Like a someone fouled Trae Young hard, bro. They going to have to see Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? If he was on the Hawks.
Free agency, which is crazy. It's not like they made a trade, so he's out of there. So we need to hear from Pacers fans.
They need to do like Udonis Haslem and Jalen Johnson or James Johnson.
Trades. Another trade happened yesterday. The Denver Nuggets, they traded Michael Porter Jr. and a future unprotected pick for Cam Johnson. They sent him to the Brooklyn Nets to go get Cam Johnson.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't really like that trade for the Nuggets. It looks like another money move.
They got Kevin Porter and that. Michael Porter Jr. and Cam Thomas on the same team. They gonna be they gonna be at the bottom of the league in assists, bro. Straight ISO ball. 48 minutes.
They've been changing that team since winning the championship. They're getting rid of the formula because Michael Porter Jr., he's so tall of a shooter, and you need tall defenders to try to guard Jokic. So it creates a problem when you got him roaming on the perimeter, and then sometimes he's slashing. But now that they traded him, I don't really see the upside, especially since they gave up a pick too to make that happen. The Knicks have Jordan Clarkson joining in free agency, as well as Yabusele from the 76ers. So those deals don't cost that much money. Interesting pickups. Let's hear from Knicks fans. And things are just getting started. We got DeAndre Ayton. He's going to become available. There's a lot of rumors there. Maybe it could be the Lakers. You never know. He's got the same agent. Uh-oh. And then you got LeBron James. He's making some threats. Is Lil GM? Is he about to trade himself? That would be hilarious. So we'll see. It's only day. Technically,
he said Lil GM. Is he about to trade himself?
Agent.
And he got a no trade clause too. So you can tell what team you want to go trade it to. Lil GM.
Got LeBron James. He's making some threats. Is Lil GM? Is he about to trade himself? That would be hilarious. So we'll see. It's only day. Technically, it's day 1. Still day 2. It's only day 2 of free agency. It's already getting crazy.
He said, "Lil GM, is he about to trade himself?"
Who's been fielding 50 calls in 50 seconds, and we've got more breaking news for you today.
Hey, Waiving, dang. Look on the bright side. They still got to pay you though. They still got to pay him, don't you? Because it's not a buyout. They ain't buy his contract. They just wait him, so they still got to pay him. And you get to go to any team you want to go to. What do you do? And you get to rehab at your own place. Now they're in Milwaukee. Hey, dang. But it's still crazy how they did you like that, bro.
Myles Turner, but to
they didn't talk to you anything.
They're waiving Damian Lillard and spreading his $113 million over 5 years. You'll remember that Dame tore his Achilles in the first round, and I think it is a safe assessment to say he won't play next year. So we're going to bring in Shams Charania, our senior NBA insider. What more can you tell us about these big moves that the Bucks made today?
So, this move really came out of nowhere for the Bucks, and it was really started because over the last 24 hours, Myles Turner wanted to be back in Indiana, the longest tenured Pacer, but he felt that they had just been giving him offers that were below market value, as the Pacers wanted to avert from paying the luxury tax. And there were several offers that he just did not feel comfortable with. And so John Horst, the Bucks general manager, worked very closely with his agent, Austin Brown, to find a deal. And so this is the third time in Giannis Antetokounmpo's career where we feel, hey, things might be shaky, and John Horst makes a big move. But in order to do so, they end up stretching and waiving Damian Lillard and his $113 million left on his contract. I am told, though, that Damian Lillard welcomed the release. He welcomed the change of scenery. He will be spending the next several months, obviously, rehabbing in Portland around his family. And he's going to get all of that $113 million. And for the first time in his career, he's going to be able to dictate exactly where he's going to play in free agency. So it's somewhat of a win-win. Damian Lillard now looking to the future, a new change of scenery for him.
Well earned for him as well to have that ability to do that. By the way,
Yes.
other moves, Milwaukee loses Brook Lopez. They trade away.
They could have told him to. They could have told him first, though. So, yeah, we thinking about waiving you, Dame. What do you think? You thinking about waiving you because you can do this, you can do that, and we try and do this, we try and do that. But just waving them outright without no communication is crazy.
Connaughton to the Hornets, but they're bringing back Gary Trent Jr. and Bobby Portis. I'm gonna be honest, Shams. When you see breaking news and the Bucks involved, you just assume that Giannis is going to be a part of it. What do all these moves signify in terms of his status?
Giannis Antetokounmpo continues to evaluate everything that's going on around the Bucks. So every single day, he's going to look and see draft week.
Same with LeBron.
Went by.
Same with old man Bron.
Week now, as we're in, of course,
Le GM. He's going to trade
today,
himself.
But he's going to evaluate, from my understanding, the entire summer, not just about one day. He has made it very clear all he's thinking about is a second championship in that pursuit. And so he's been open-minded about whether that future is back in Milwaukee or elsewhere. Of course, in the Bucks' eyes, today was a step in the right direction.
Okay. We love when you bring us breaking news, Shams, because mostly we just are on Twitter all the time looking to see what it is. So you have some breaking news for us right now?
I do have something just for you, Elle.
Okay.
Free agent sharpshooter Duncan Robinson is
all
leaving.
right. Duncan Robinson going to the Pistons. I know. All right. Duncan Robinson still get PT. I ain't see him in that Heat series when they got swept by the Cavs. I ain't see him. But oh well. Dang, he's a free agent. And the Bucks signed Myles Turner. He went to the Ops, bro. I know the Pacers mad. They mad. Before they went to the Bucks, he went to the same division. And he got to see him 4 times a year, too. What did he do? Day 2.